in our life as a Christian, we are trying to develop, we are trying to develop a very strong feeling in our heart. In whatever thing we are doing, we need to do it in love. Anything we are doing, we need to do it in love. Because love conquers. Love is a pillar of everything. If you don't have love for any other things, even for your own self, you will not look good. For you to look good, you need first to admire who you are. No one there will admire who you are. Only you to admire who you are. You have the right. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much. I'm very happy to come again here in this show. Share with you.
Thank you for coming. So when we were trying to arrange a second schedule, okay, for your appearance at TJ Agunda show, we were looking into the topics which we could come and discuss over it. I remember previously we discussed about what?
Love in action.
Love in action, the maturity of the mature love in Christianity. How we could explore love to our fellow, how we could show love to our neighborhood and everything. It was a very wonderful discussion that day, It was amazing. Thank you. Indeed, we thank God. All right. So, our dear viewer, this is another important day, both in your life and in our life. We are going to discuss a very important topics today. It is one of its kind. Very few people they usually realize this, but it has been happening very common in various situations in our life as a Christian. If we look about our activities, what we do, and a lot of things do happen, but there is a silent banner amidst us in our local church, in various positions we are doing right in the church. Now today we are looking about the inactiveness. Okay, so our topic today is all about the danger of inactiveness in the church. The danger of inactiveness in the church. So today we have our brother Manasseh John. Manasseh John, you are highly welcome. And to TJ Agunda show. We are pretty glad to invite you back again. So briefly, if we look into the life of Manasseh, this is one of the guys which we collect some of the data in his previous services in the church. We learned that he has been elected as a choir leader. Yes, a choir leader for the year 2023. But we discovered that this guy have really suffered a lot. He has been going through a lot, but God has been with him. If we see some of his profiles saying that there were less commitment in his services. Most youth were not committed to support him in his ministry. Most of the choir members are not really much willing to sponsor, to make the program work quite faster. Generally youth were inactive. That way today we are having unto you the danger of inactiveness in the church. So this is all about his experience. This is what Manasseh has went through, and he has recovered by learning a lot of things. That's why today we need really to understand more, so that this lesson should help both of us as a Christians on how to look toward the life of staying inactive when God appointed you to come and serve in his temple. Manasseh, let me come back to you. But you look fresh, you look nice today.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
I always admire your smile.
Thank you.
When you smile, brighten someone's heart.
Yeah, right. Thank you so much for that. Today I'm very happy, and I just want to say that to our viewers and those who are seeing us around there, we are going to discuss a very interesting topic, as our brother said, and I need you to understand what do we mean about that one. And as we continue, I think you will learn more and get the benefit. And how can you try to change yourself if you are in that category of inactiveness in the church? So We
Thank you so much. Now, our viewer, we are going straight forward to what brought you here. To what brought us here today. Now, if we talk about inactiveness in the church, what do you mean?
Surely, thank you, brother, for that question. No, when we talk about inactiveness in the church and the danger of itself, we understand in different angles. But for us today, we are going to talk about it in a spiritual way, and also how can we apply it in a physical ways. You know, this is one of the things that affecting us as Christians, and especially youth in the church. Mostly, you find the youth are not active, and people are just reluctant. But to make us understand what is inactiveness in the church, I will give a simple definition that this is something when someone decided not to do anything in the church, you just come and worship, go out, and then you feel like you're okay with it. So in some other places, you find mostly Christian or the church members, they usually come to the church when on Sabbath, they worship, they go out, they never mind to do anything in the church. And when we see the life of Christian, long days, time when Jesus was on earth,
Yes.
disciples were made to be active so that they can motivate other people who are not listening to the Christ message.
Sure.
So that is why.
Thank you for summarizing unto us the process of inactiveness. Now we are going to look direct into the examples of inactiveness in the church. You know, it's like once you have been elected in a particular position in the church. I don't know, church has various departments where they need people to serve God in that particular department. But you find that when you are given that responsibility, you feel shy, you feel disappointed, a lot of things, fear and a lot of things came over you, and then you find what you will do, you just drag down with your attention. So, Manasseh, John, can we look into what are those examples of inactiveness in the church?
All right, thank you for that again. When we see that inactiveness in the church is applied in the physically things that we need to do, because also in part of spiritual issues also there, we are inactive in the church spiritually and also physically. When we talk about the example that I can give so that we can know how are we not active in the church. When you see the church leaders where if they are nominated, you find sometimes people will think, they will assume in their minds, this is the work of this department. For them, they are just the ordinary people that come to worship and they cannot do anything. Especially like I encounter with this issue of arranging the chairs in the church. Mostly people feel like this is work for what? Deacons and deaconess. And that is what different things that people assume. But for us today, we need to understand that one, because it is not in that way.
Well done, well done, well done. I am pretty much proud of you today. You have finally made it successfully in this video. More are yet to come. To continue, please click next. May God bless you.